Hi, I'm Joe, and I want to show you some spring prep I'm doing at my house in Oreland, PA. And I live right close to that other guy that has a YouTube site, a meadow, in the meadow section of Oreland. I won't say where, I should say it, but now I've got all the spring prep here already started. We have some very rich soil here, made up of years of leaves and ground leaves and leaf mulch mixture. What I usually do with these is I add Miracle-Gro sphagnum peat moss into this mix here of dried leaves and compost leaves. Leave the old leaves on it, just cover them up, rake them back in there. Need to have a layer of real leaves and a layer of composted leaves. And after the peat moss I put in there, it's got a lot of nitrogen and Miracle-Gro ingredients there. I'll put in some sewage treatment plant salts and humus, and it should have at least 2% nitrogen to really make this stuff take off again. I just did a video, it was 10 minutes, but this one here I'll cover it all anyway. We have the usual storm damage from windstorms and rainstorms and 4 major snow blizzards in this area, Philadelphia area, Pennsylvania, and we have a lot of debris that I'm going to have to rake up. It'll take a whole afternoon in this yard. We'll rake it up and clean up this yard good. It's got about 80 feet of border garden here. You could park a semi from here, my wall, to the curb. It's just so large. It's a area that has these old trees on it, you know, and these branches have been falling down into the yard. And my neighbor's tree there, it's a pretty old unpruned tree there, had branches fall right onto our car and smash the hell out of the front of our car. A lot of people had branches falling in this area in Oreland, PA. And nevertheless, most of this gardening here has been helped by the rain and ice and the snow. Kills off a lot of molds around here. And there's going to be a lot of raking though. And I got this pit bull, so I need this post rail fence here. And the only good thing you can say about here is that the trimming's very good. Don't need any trimming on the front curb line. And let's see, my post lights missing all the bushes. You just put these hibiscus bushes in right here. And that's my E150. Just an excellent Class B motorhome. And we're going to put the hibiscuses in here, I think, again. Yeah, my blocks and lights kind of got whacked around by the snow there. All these solar lights and these Belgian blocks, $4 blocks. Made this nice curb line here. Curb line around the whole yard except the dry stack. And got this holly bush. Yeah, my neighbors kept it pretty easy over there. The ground cover, I didn't do it that way. Use this stuff here, ball flowers or hydrangeas through the whole landscaping job here. We always use hydrangeas. And that's Pachysandra there. And this is pretty artsy here, it's pretty good. They put the right kind of pots out, and they have a painted driveway. Very nice painted driveway here. They use a U-bush hedge. As you can grow it as high as you want. Cover your van or whatever you want to do with a U-bush, Y-E-W. You have to dig them down deep though. I got 3 feet here of compost. I planted these bushes in about 4 years ago. And you always have to have that irrigation so they don't dry out. I'll use these daffodils as cover here, right along this line here. Yeah, a lot of ground cover here, so we never have to weed it. Angelo, you come with me. Good dog. Yeah, this damn grape arbor fell over. Wish it didn't. It's hard to keep one of them going. One of them up. And it's my front yard. My doggy boy, he has to come with me. In my backyard. Needs a lot of work. As much as you might think though. All the overseeding mainly. Rake it up and overseed it. A lot of good quality grass seed will take care of this. It looks pretty bad now. Got these overgrown border gardens. This cherry tree here, can't believe it, it was doing really good last year. And now, I think it's all rotted away. That's what happens, you get the molds in here. Different plant molds from the good mulch, good rich soil. And these molds will climb the tree. And the tree's full of water anyway. It's kind of soggy and just broke off and knocked down some of this grape arbor here. And it's good what we have here though. This giant F-E-R-R-Y, fairy rose bush. It's enormous, about 6 feet high. Grows in the shade too. Normally you can't get them to grow in the shade. Now you got all this holly here, just excellent, really is. As long as it's pruned right, holly bushes are good hedges. And we got the rhododendron, we got the forsythia or honeysuckle. That is a mess back there, it needs to be pruned out. That's about 30 feet. Of things that weren't pruned there. But we have Royal Standard hostas as the main ground cover when they come up. And flowering plants. Ferns in there. All sorts of ground cover. This is the Sunnybrook Creek in Oreland. And still have a lot of miniature plants my sister's landscaper brought in here. This is the best border garden. There's all sorts of varieties of miniature bushes in here. Keep my mulch pile right at the top of the yard. I always have a big mulch pile. It's better to build a mulch pile and then spread out the mulch as needed. We have the yucca plants in there. A lot of yucca plants. It's border plants. The Royal Standard hostas. And mainly Royal Standard hostas, golden hostas in here. That's your top side view of it. We have an excellent grape arbor. About the best grape arbor all around this area. And that's a pear tree, and it actually has pears on it. It's at least 20 feet high, that pear thing, and it's all pruned for the windy season. And nothing miniature about it. And I always want to have a house for my dog in the back. So I'll give you an update on this yard. This is the Sunnybrook Creek. When it starts blooming, I'll show you. It's really a paradise back here. That's all I need is a barbecue and a swimming pool. It's really fantastic, let me tell you. Okay, so I'll talk to you later.